Thank you for being part of the Legal Nurse Podcast audience. I'm delighted that you've joined us for this episode. Be sure to go to legalnursebusiness.com and get your free reports, look around the website, pick up some tools that will be useful for you in your legal nurse consulting practice. And be sure to join us for the next episode. Welcome to Legal Nurse Podcast. This is your spot to get inspiration, tips, stories, and guidance to help you in your legal nurse consulting practice. I'm Pat Iyer, the host of Legal Nurse Podcast since 2016. We are among the top 5% of all podcasts in the world in terms of longevity and sharing information consistently week after week with legal nurse consultants. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome back to Legal Nurse Podcast. I'm Pat Iyer, and today I'm going to take you inside one of the most effective and at times nerve-wracking strategies for growing your LNC business, presenting to attorneys. Whether it's a small lunch and learn inside a law firm, a local bar association meeting, or a full-scale state trial lawyers conference, the way that you show up in front of attorneys can determine whether they see you as somebody they trust with their next case. In this episode, we'll talk about how to build confidence, how to connect with your audience, how to handle nerves, and why authenticity matters more than polish. And along the way, I'll share some real stories, mine and others, that will show you the pitfalls to avoid and the opportunities to embrace. Let me start with a story. Years ago, a plaintiff attorney invited me to present at an all-day nursing home conference for attorneys. I was thrilled. I also recommended a colleague, a seasoned nursing home administrator, to join the panel. But here is what happened. When she got up to speak, she addressed the audience as if they were nurses. She kept saying things like, "When the surveyors come into your facility." Now, attorneys sitting in the audience don't run facilities. They were puzzled. Within minutes, she lost them. The next year, she was invited back, and this time she tailored her message to attorneys. That simple adjustment changed everything. Her expert witness business took off. That's the first lesson for us as LNCs. Presentations are opportunities to market ourselves, but only if we speak the right language and meet attorneys where they are. So why does this work so well? Because presentations let attorneys see you in action. They see how you think, they hear how you explain complex topics in plain language. They experience your confidence, or lack of it. Think about it this way. When you finish a talk, an attorney may walk up to you and say, "I have a case I'd like to discuss." That's happened to me more than once. That's why I encourage LNCs to look for opportunities to present at law firms, at bar associations, at trial lawyers conferences. A 1-hour lunch and learn can be your doorway to a client relationship that lasts for years. But let's be honest, for many people, the idea of standing in front of attorneys feels terrifying. Public speaking consistently ranks higher than the fear of death in surveys. What makes it so scary? It's that little voice in our heads, "I'm nervous. I'll forget what to say. They'll see right through me." That negative self-talk can make you stiff, robotic, and disconnected from your audience. The truth is, those scripts are learned behaviors, and they can be unlearned. One of the most powerful shifts is this: stop trying to be perfect. Instead, focus on being authentic. Attorneys don't want a polished robot. They want someone who is genuine, who speaks with authority, and who connects on a human level. Now let's talk about preparing your presentation. Step 1 is to distill your talk into a single, clear message. If your audience only remembers one sentence, what should it be? For example, if you're speaking on electronic medical records, your key takeaway might be attorneys who understand the hidden features of EMRs are better equipped to spot negligence. Everything else in your talk should support that one core idea. And remember, attorneys, especially trial attorneys, spend their careers trying to simplify complex cases for juries whose average education level may be high school. You need to do the same with medical concepts. Keep it simple, but never condescending. Preparation doesn't stop at your script. It starts with understanding your audience before you speak. What frustrates you the most about medical records? What do you wish you understood better about healthcare? What challenges come up again and again in your cases? When I've asked those questions, I've heard things like, how do I know if the medical record is complete? What do I do with illegible handwriting? How do I tell if electronic medical records have been altered? When you build your talk around their pain points, your audience will lean forward and think, how did she know that's exactly what I'm struggling with? That's when you go from being a speaker to being a trusted resource. Let's get practical. Hey, I'm Pat Iyer, and this is Barbara Levin. We are the co-moderators of the LNC Success online conference. This is the 12th one that we have planned and executed since July of 2020. We are so excited about the ways that you will benefit by attending this online conference. Some of the topics that we're going to cover include how you prepare questions for a deposition and summarize the transcripts, how you analyze cases for merit. You'll have hands-on experience writing deposition questions, summarizing medical records, summarizing transcripts, and looking at a case to determine whether or not it has merit. We have a nurse practitioner, Christine Dorman, doctorally prepared, who will share some of the components of nurse practitioner liability. And Amy Pools is joining us, who is well known for teaching nurses how to do audit trails and look at the data that is created in an audit trail. We will also focus on the power of LinkedIn. Are you using this tool correctly? Are you using it to gain exposure and share it with attorneys what you know? And I'll also be giving you some updates on AI, how you can intelligently use AI. We would love to have you join us by going to the link below this video. We would love to have you join us by going to the link below this video, lnc.tips NOV25.
We also want to share with you what's so unique about our conference. Many of you have shared that you've been looking for how to design an action plan. Well, we know that by you attending our LNC Success Conference, this conference will provide you the tools to develop an actionable plan. So whether you are new in legal nursing or more advanced, you will be able to plan and build on the foundation of your knowledge from this conference and moving forward. So we want you to join us November 13, 14, 15, 2025. See the link below.
Join us, lnc.tips/NOV25.
Join us.
Here's how I prepare for a presentation. Write your script in your own natural speaking style. Don't try to sound like somebody else. Read it out loud and mark places where you want to pause or emphasize. Practice sitting down first. Don't worry about perfection. Just get comfortable with the flow. Stand and move intentionally. Don't pace. Plan your movements to highlight transitions. Record yourself. Watch the video. Notice where you lose energy or stumble. Do rehearsals and start with a trusted colleague. Then try a small audience. Finally, do a full dress rehearsal with your outfit on. Every step builds confidence. By the time you walk into that conference room, you'll know your material inside and out. Now, what about those butterflies the night before? I once shared a hotel room with an experienced speaker who seemed confident. But as the evening wore on, she pulled out an Inderol, a medication to calm her nerves. It reminded me even seasoned speakers get anxious. The trick is to acknowledge those nerves and treat yourself kindly. Breathe deeply. Remind yourself, I know my stuff. My audience wants me to succeed. Here's a few practical tips. Do some light exercise before you present. Yoga, stretching, even taking a brisk walk. Warm up your voice. Try tongue twisters like red leather, yellow leather. Use a power pose. Stand tall, feet apart, shoulder width, hands on your hips. Amy Cuddy's research shows it changes your body chemistry, lowers your stress, and increases your confidence. These little rituals can make a huge difference when you step into that room. The first thing you want to do is to connect. Shake hands, make eye contact, ask your audience what they hope to get out of your session. Then when you begin, don't demand that they put away their phones. Instead, make your presentation so engaging that they want to put them down. Use stories. Attorneys love case studies. Start with a compelling example that ties directly into their world. And when you look out at the audience, don't get derailed by the one person checking email. Focus on the people who are engaged. Rotate your gaze around so that everyone feels included. Let me share a secret. Mistakes don't ruin presentations. In fact, they often make you more relatable. I've had microphones cut out, slides refuse to project, even fire drills interrupt my talk. In each case, the key was to smile, thank the organizers, and keep going. Attorneys respect grace under pressure. The same goes for challenging audience members. Sometimes somebody will raise their hand just to show off what they know. Handle it with respect and then move on. Say something like, Mario, I appreciate that insight. Let's connect afterwards so I can give you more time. For now, let's open it up to others. Your audience will silently thank you for keeping control of the room. Stage presence isn't about being dramatic. It's about energy and intention. When you move across the stage, do it deliberately. Plant your feet when you make a key point. Use your body to signal transitions. I used to pace back and forth out of nervous energy, and it distracted my audiences. Then an actor showed me how to move intentionally. Center stage for your main message. Stage right for a new point. Stage left for a story. That keeps the structure and your audience engaged and makes you look confident. Remember, you are the expert. The way you carry yourself reinforces the truth. So let's bring this together. If you want to grow your L&C business, presenting to attorneys is one of the most powerful strategies you can use. But to succeed, you need to understand your audience. Craft a simple, clear message. Practice until you're comfortable. Handle nerves with preparation and self-compassion. Show up authentically, not perfectly. Maintain control of your audience with respect and confidence. And here's one final question for you to reflect on. Is fear of presenting holding you back from opportunities to connect with attorneys? If so, now is the time to start preparing, practicing, and stepping forward, because those presentations can be the gateway to clients who trust you for years to come. Thank you for joining me today on the Legal Nurse Podcast. Presenting to attorneys may feel intimidating, but with preparation, authenticity, and confidence, it can become one of your most effective business building tools. If you'd like more strategies, I invite you to check out my book, Powerful LNC Presentations, How to Get the Case, available at lnc.tips/creating series. And if you'd like personalized help to grow your business, you can connect with me directly at Pat Iyer at legalnursebusiness.com. Attorneys need what you know. Don't let fear keep you silent. Step onto that stage, share your expertise, and watch your LNC career grow. Until next time, I'm Pat Iyer. Thank you for listening. Coming up next on Legal Nurse Podcast, I will be sharing with you a recording that I did with Barbara Levin on the topic of tuning up your marketing plan with videos. We'll go through why you should be considering videos, how they improve the ability of your emails to be opened, what kinds of topics you should be considering, and how to tailor those topics to your audience. Your audience of attorneys might be very different than my audience. When you create videos using simple technology, you get attention, you get eyeballs on you, and attorneys feel that they can know, like, trust, and remember you as a legal nurse consultant. This program is best watched on our YouTube channel. It is an interview between Barbara and I, and approximately an hour long, with lots of tips. Coming up next on Legal Nurse Podcast, how you can stand out using videos. Thank you for being part of the Legal Nurse Podcast audience. I'm delighted that you've joined us for this episode. Be sure to go to legalnursebusiness.com and get your free reports. Look around the website, pick up some tools that will be useful for you in your legal nurse consulting practice. And be sure to join us for the next episode.